Hey, what's up, guys? Zorvax here. Today we're going to be talking about Warhammer Online, which, if you're not familiar with, is an MMORPG that came out back in, I think it was 2008, during that big MMORPG boom that we saw after the big success of World of Warcraft and EverQuest and all those that came before it. But specifically today, we're here to talk about a private server called Return of Reckoning that's been out for a while now and has kind of recently grabbed my attention. I have played, I think a couple years ago maybe, when I had originally found it, and I thought it was a really cool project, and as a fan of older MMORPGs, I kind of tinkered around with it a little bit, but I never really dove too far into it. So I kind of wanted to check out what it's like currently in 2020 and see how the project has come along, how the servers are working. Now, generally I'm not really a fan of using private servers, but in this case the game has shut down. It's been shut down since, gosh, I think like 2013 maybe? It's been a long time, and there's no other way to play the game. And I think that in those instances, it is completely fine. I do own the game. I still have my physical CD-ROM copy of the game and everything. So I legally own the game. The service itself just doesn't exist in an official capacity anymore. So downloading the game and getting everything installed and going was a pretty simple process. They have their own launcher, which is really nice for doing updates and everything. It's pretty streamlined. It seems to work really well. I haven't had any problems with it. So big kudos, thumbs up to the Return of Reckoning folks for making that process really easy. Once you get in the game, of course, first thing you notice, the graphics do look their age. I mean, it's been over a decade since the game came out, so obviously it's not going to look nearly as nice as current MMORPGs or even ones like World of Warcraft, who have undergone various graphical upgrades over the years and have kind of been brought up to the new decade. But I still think it does look really good. The game does look better in-game than it does at the character screen for some reason, which you'll see hopefully here soon. But the graphics do show their age overall. Personally, I don't really care too much about that. I actually like the charm of the older MMOs, so it kind of is right up my alley and doesn't bother me at all. I did notice a few weird graphical things, as you can probably see now. There's some icons on the screen that I don't think are supposed to normally be there all the time, but I think that's probably just a bug. It might have even been fixed if I had just restarted the game. I didn't try, so hopefully that's not something that always happens. But otherwise, everything seems to be working pretty well. I was able to get into the game, start doing some quests and things, and working my way through the chaos starting area. I also do have an orc choppa that I played previously, the last time I played, which was probably, like I said, over a year or so ago. But the starting area seems to work really well. The quests work. I didn't have any trouble navigating. It does have the nice map system where, you know, when you open your map, it shows the red circle around the area that you're supposed to be doing your quest in and everything, which is something that was really nice for the time. But we're really not here to talk about necessarily Warhammer Online as it was as a game, as much as the Return of Reckoning server that currently exists. And so far, I mean, I think they've done an outstanding job actually making this game work and work pretty well. I haven't had any weird lag spikes or anything like that. Things seem to be running smoothly. Obviously, this is all just the starting area for the chaos, and Warhammer is built around these massive realm versus realm, you know, order versus chaos PvP battles, and I don't have any experience in those yet to know how stable everything is and how well it works, but so far everything is really, really great, and I think that this is a really great way to experience the game if it's something that you want to check out. One thing that I have noticed so far is that it does seem that the destruction population is a lot higher than the order population, which kind of seems to be a running theme, just like, you know, Horde and Alliance and World of Warcraft and you know, certain other games. Usually people kind of go for the evil, more you know, cool looking races versus the goody two shoes races. So that might be an issue when it comes to the RVR. I'm not really sure how it's balanced, but of course, if you want to play and you would like to play and help the balance, you could play on order. There are some really cool order characters. I remember playing a couple different of the dwarven characters, the human wizard character. I forget exactly. The bright wizard was actually really strong back in the day when I played originally, and there's really is a lot of fun classes on order too. So I would definitely recommend checking both sides out and kind of seeing which class fits you better, because there are parallels on each side that are similar to each other, but they all play a little different. They have different abilities and things that they can do. One of the downsides, and this isn't a Return of Reckoning thing as much as a Warhammer thing, but the items that drop tend to be locked to a certain class, and sometimes you'll get items from a class that's not even like part of your faction. So it's kind of disheartening to get like a really nice purple item and you open it up and it's, you know, a bright wizard item and you're playing on destruction, and there's no way that you could ever use that. I don't know if that happens here or not. I did pick up a couple items that were for other classes on my faction, but I haven't seen yet where I've gotten an item for the opposite faction. So that might not be an issue now. I don't honestly know yet. I'm pretty much just checking out the new user experience. And honestly, if I continue to enjoy it, I'm gonna continue to level something. Probably not this Chaos Chosen character. I might try out a few different classes and see what I like. I played a Black Orc originally during the live service of Warhammer Online, and I think I didn't get to max level, but I got into the 30s I think before I stopped playing him, and then I started trying out some other characters before I eventually stopped playing the game altogether. But I would like to get more into this if it continues to be enjoyable and, you know, support the service overall, because one thing that I really love is when people who are passionate about these games go through this tremendous amount of effort to keep them alive. I play the Star Wars Galaxies private servers, another game that's been shut down and doesn't exist anymore. And I've tried a few other games that now are shut down as well. And the amount of time and effort that people go through to bring these games back to life and allow, you know, hundreds to thousands of people to play them just blows my mind every time. And I can't say enough about the people who do that, because you're preserving and allowing us to play something that we wouldn't be able to play otherwise. So again, just a big shout out to the Return of Reckoning team and everybody who helps to work on these private servers for games that no longer exist. Now, as far as the official game, if you want more information about Warhammer Online and specifically about the downfall of Warhammer Online, there's a great YouTuber that I'll link in the description below called Nerdslayer, who does a great Death of a Game series, and he's covered Warhammer Online as well as some other MMORPGs and other games, and he does a really deep dive on, you know, the timeline of from when the game started to everything that happened throughout the process and eventually what led to the game shutting down. And I definitely recommend those videos. They're a great watch, and they give a ton of information about not only the game but the developers and the publishers and all the kind of behind the scenes things that have gone on that basically shaped how the game went and why it shut down. So I would definitely recommend, if you're into older MMORPGs and you like the kind of theme park MMO formula like World of Warcraft and other games have, if you like that kind of game, I would definitely check out Return of Reckoning. I'll link the website also down in the description below, and they have all the information to get yourself started and get on the server and start playing. And let me know in the comments are you a Return of Reckoning player? Are you interested in checking it out? I'd be really interested to hear from people who do play on the server or have played on the server for a long time, and give me a little more information about the server and the community, and kind of help me understand and get more into it myself, because like I said, I do really love the game. I really wish I would have spent more time getting into it back in the day, even knowing that it was going to shut down and I would eventually lose all that progress that I would have made. I still really wish that I would have given it more of a chance, and maybe if a lot of people had given it more of a chance, the story would have changed a little bit. But I think the way that they went about everything, and of course trying to be a WoW killer, I don't know why anybody would try to be a WoW killer. It was pretty much a death sentence for anyone who tried to do it. But again, Nerd Slayer's video is really good about getting into all that information. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I know this was more of kind of like a rambling video than anything else. It wasn't super informative, mainly because this is literally probably the most I've played of Return of Reckoning, and it's kind of more like my first experience coming in. I did play again, like I said, years ago, but for 2020, it's my first real deep dive experience into trying the game out and to actually wanting to try and get into it. So I'm pretty excited to see how it goes and to get past like level 10, level 20, and see how the later levels of the game go and all that stuff. I am hoping to start getting back into doing videos again. I know I always say that every time I put out a video, and then it's like 6 months or a year before I put out another one. But I'm going to actively try to continue to make more videos, especially on this topic, because I do love my MMORPGs, especially my older ones. So I think having a good playlist of like Return of Reckoning and SWG Emu, even World of Warcraft, and some current games would be really fun and a good way for me to play those games and create content around them outside of my streaming on Twitch, because I'm trying to get back more into doing other content than just streaming all the time. Which, if you would like to, you can follow my Twitch channel. I'm Zorvax over there as well. I do stream at least 3 to 5 nights a week. So, and we play MMOs, we play retro games, we do all kinds of stuff. So if you want to come by and chat, hang out, that would be awesome too. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I look forward to making some more videos. I'll probably be making some more Return of Reckoning videos as well. So if you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button so you can be around when we do more videos in the future, and help push me to keep up with this and keep doing more videos in the future. But thank you again. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.